I think somebody totally used this sheet as a drop cloth for painting, but we're going to use it anyway. Hey everyone, it's Chelsea from Painted Layers Studio PDF Sewing Patterns. In this episode, I found this really awesome old sheet and I really love the fabric, and we're going to try to make this into a wrap dress. So usually when I start a project, I'll go over to Pinterest and kind of get some ideas and inspiration. I would love to have you follow me on Pinterest. Just go to pinterest.com/paintedlayerstudio. I'm always posting my latest patterns and ideas and a lot of other patterns that I find. So I found this wrap dress here and it was a free pattern, but I thought I could really improve upon the shape of this dress. So I wanted to go ahead and create my own pattern. So I went ahead and found some pictures that kind of went along with that theme and that vibe, just to gain some more inspiration for the look that I was going for in the era of the sheets and the fabric print. So this sheet is a fitted sheet, so I had to go ahead and cut off the excess elastic. If yours is not a fitted sheet, you probably don't have to do that. Then I grabbed my rotary cutter and I cut out my pattern pieces. And then I measured the length of the skirt that I wanted it to be, and I wanted this one to be about mid-calf. So I think it was about 31 inches here. And then I cut some curves along the skirt to give it that curve shape. My pattern has a template to do that. And I went ahead and tried the skirt on to make sure that it was the correct fit. Now I'm making some bias tape. I went ahead and cut strips of 1 inch, and then I sewed the strips together. And I'm using a bias tape maker here. This is a 1/2 inch bias tape maker, and that will make you a 1/4 inch bias tape. And I had to make about 6 yards of bias tape for this project. And this is kind of a diagram I drew to show where the bias tape will be going. On the left side, we're going to create a loop, and on the right side, it's going to extend past the edge to create a long tie. And then number 3 is showing where the bias tape is going to bind the upper part of the dress and then create the straps. Number 4 is showing where I'm going to put the button. So now I'm just attaching my bias binding. If you don't know how to do this, there are other tutorials where you can learn how to apply bias tape. So I did the left side and created this little loop here, and that's where my button is going to go. And I added it to the side with the long strap, and then I added it to the center. And I really love how bias tape will just kind of finish those raw edges along the sides. Now I kind of found the center of the back here, and then I usually measure 3 inches from that center on both sides to get the placement for the straps. So now I'm just going to try this on and see if I get the strap placement right. Now I just have to sew down my straps. I use a straight stitch and make a few stitches to make sure it's really secure. I cut off the excess strap and that's done. Now I'm going to add this little button, and my sewing machine has feed dogs that do not lower, so I'm using a darning plate here to cover the feed dogs, and then I'm going to put this little button foot on and use that to attach the button. Here I just put a zigzag stitch and make sure that the needle will clear the button. Stitch a few zigzag stitches to secure. And you want to put your needle back to the center position and just sew a few stitches on one side to secure the button. And that's about it for this project. The dress is complete and I really love how it turned out. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more sewing tutorials, please subscribe to my channel. And if you want to get this pattern and try it out, you can head over to paintedlayersstudio.com, or you can find it on my Etsy shop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.